Alright, I mentioned last time in my last video that I was going to start messing around with some modding, and I spent most of last night just getting to grips with the modding in the game. I've made some big changes to a lot of things, but I just wanted to give you that brief caveat that this is a heavily modded game before I click launch, so you're not totally shocked when the screen pops up in a second. So, here we go. We have a game with custom pilots, who are all a bunch of goons. You probably don't know who they are. We've got some all custom mechs. All except the Jenner are Mech Warrior Online builds from the olden days before the game got really bad. And we have a custom, very heavy enemy force to engage. I've also done some other things, like I've changed the default view and sensor distances. And this change makes long-range combat much more of a thing. And it also means that the AI is less inclined to brawl, because it can now engage at a longer range. We'll see how that comes out. I have given the AI some long-range mechs to play with. I'm just going to take a quick look at our squad before we begin. This big shiny thing here is a Dakafract, which is a Ilya Muromets Cataphract from MWO, as I said. It's got 3 AC5s and some medium lasers. It's a pretty great robot that's driven by Skull. We've got a Dadless or a Splatless driven by Anderspot. It's got 3 SRM6s, and I just want to point out how cool it is that the game is able to render that with no problems. And then finally, well, not finally, next we've got a Manchurian, which is a Centurion D with an upgraded engine, 3 SRM6s and no primary weapon. And then we've just got a good old, that's driven by a Noble Bird Warrior, by the way. And we've got a good old-fashioned Jenner because it's just a good robot, and that's driven by some Cardassian who's definitely not a spy. So, onwards with the game. Let's just move up as we do. And we're just going to try and win this. We're very, very heavily outgunned, but we do have Necromancer Mechs, which are a little bit better than your average robot. As you can see, we're up against 2 assaults, a heavy and a medium, so it's not too crazy. I have actually won with this lance against 4 Atlases, but it wasn't that exciting because they were all close-range Atlases. The Atlas and the Manchurian are 100% super close-range mechs, the ones that I'm running. This Cataphract is a long-range sniper, which is quite heat neutral, so I don't really have to worry about heat too much. So what I'm going to do is try and set up a firing lane down here with the Cataphract and bring the Centurion and the Atlas up through this area here where they've got line of sight blockers from these mountains. So let's see what happens. I've only given myself 1 evasive pilot as well. And for any kind of Battletech purists, yes, these mechs are illegal. Yes, the designations don't make sense. That's just for me keeping track of things internally as I mod the game. It's very easy for me to add mechs now. So if I want to, I could easily make people who watch this pilots and stuff or give them their own custom mechs. Let me know. I'm working on a mod pack for some friends of mine. Let's see how... It's quite a lot of work to get that done, but we'll see how that goes as well. I'm going to lock one of these mechs. I can see this is a 70-tonner here. I think I'm going to lock one of the assault mechs, to be honest. They're probably the most scary, so I'm going to lock this one here. And it is a Battlemaster. Just the bog standard Battlemaster that comes with the game. Nothing special. There is a modded mechs on their team, but Battlemaster isn't one of them. It's just a good mech as it is. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reserve, because my guys have evasion at the moment. Keep reserving until I'm forced to move. Make the AI do stuff. Okay, let's get the Centurion up. Because the Centurion only has the SRM6s, there's no point in like trying to engage at that range. I've got terrible to hit chances. So what I'm going to do is I want to sprint into this forest, or maybe not. He does have evasion. I'm going to sprint into this forest area here, because it does block line of sight to most of the stuff at the moment. The problem with the Manchurian is it maybe closes a bit too quickly. It is a very fast mech, especially for a medium. Here comes the Battlemaster. Now he's probably going to reveal himself to be shot at. No, the AI was quite intelligent with that move, because it's blocked itself from the Cataphract. Even though the Cataphract doesn't know the Cataphract's there, it hasn't given me a solid line of sight. Let's see if I get a shot on that 55-ton mech though. I can get an obstructed shot on whatever that is at the back. To be honest though, that's probably going to turn out to be a mech with evasive, which I don't really want to engage right now. So I might sprint into some cover. Let's move him in a second. I want to get the Atlas moved up. Atlas is an easy move, he's just sprinting.
Pedal to the metal.
Okay, you might have seen for a second that that was a cataphract. Default cataphract, unmodded, AC-10, lasers, and a PPC. Do I want to move up and try and take a shot at it? Why not? Let's start engaging now. Take advantage of the long range on the Dakafract. Dakafract, I think, traditionally had UAC 5s, but they're not in the game at the moment, so we'll deal. Not a great shot. Well, it's actually a decent shot, and he's not evasive, so let's take it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. 3 hits. Half damage because he was bracing. So here we've got Korvath, our Cardassian. I'm going to leave him for the moment because he's out of line of sight and I don't need him to do anything. That's a Wolverine. It's a Wolverine 6R, which is the traditional Wolverine. I noticed that there are some rigging issues with the Wolverine, so it may have been a mistake to put it into this game because it didn't fire anything there. I think there's something up with its SRM-6, its missile launcher's not working correctly. So it will still fire the missiles, but you just won't see the trails. However, this gives the Manchurian a fantastic opportunity to shoot it in the back. Or maybe not. No. I was hoping I could shoot it in the back. I can shoot it in the side, though, very easily.
Of course.
And this is not a mech you want to let shoot you in the side or the back. We'll just Alpha Strike. This is my favorite robot. One of my favorite robots when I used to play MechWarrior Online was this Centurion, because you could just use your arms as totally a blade of armor, and then just rely on your main weapons, which are in your center torso, and basically just get returned to, in the end of the game, you just be a torso with legs. So the 1X is moving up. It's a good shot with the AC-10. Our Noble Bird Warrior does have Paradise's evasion ability, so that could have been a lot worse than it was. Let's see what Skull can do. He's got a shot on the Wolverine. He's got a shot on the Battlemaster. Let's try and take the Wolverine out as quickly as we can. I don't really need to move him up this much, though. Can I get a shot from anywhere else? Get a shot from here, but it's obstructed. What's the accuracy like? 65. I'm going to take the obstructed shot because I just don't want to move the cataphract up too much. It's that whole goal is just to sit back and blink. Okay, that wasn't great. Need to watch this heat. Actually, the cataphract's pretty cool. Let's just keep reserving the Jenner for now. And we'll do it the usual, run in with the Jenner, then run back out again at the start of the next turn. Now, this Atlas is an interesting Atlas. That was a Gauss rifle. The Atlas is an RS, an Atlas RS, which is armed with 1 Gauss rifle and 2 large lasers, which is something you've probably maybe not seen, because Gauss is in this game apparently. Right, let's melt this Wolverine with the Atlas. Close range monster. It's going to overheat if I do this, so I'm going to drop 1 large laser out of the mix. Sorry, 1 medium laser out of the mix. Don't really need to fire the medium lasers. Like if you're playing MechWarrior Online, this would probably be the only alpha I'd use. And in order to stay kind of heat neutral, I'm actually just going to fire this. That wasn't bad. What did we? So he's lost his AC-5 and not been knocked down. And this is where the Jenner can run in and do something interesting. Oh, the Battlemaster first. I'm looking forward to the Splatless versus Battlemaster standoff. Shouldn't be shooting at that dodgy Manchurian. You can duck and weave. What I'm probably going to do is ignore this and push through to the cataphract. But what you can do is run up here, take an aimed shot at the Wolverine, and then run back here out of sight next turn, which is intelligent use of a light mech. Let's just push through his left torso. There we go. And then he will just run back to where it's safe. And basically keep doing that for the game. And that's how you use a light without it getting instantly destroyed. Because I've seen a lot of people just sacrificing lights. And look, we can even still use sensor lock. Nothing seems to have evade on their team. But let's just make sure we keep line of sight on the Atlas. Our Wolverine should finish this guy off this turn. Now you can see he's not properly animated because he lost his left shoulder, but he's still got a left arm. And yeah, there's definitely something up with the Wolverine. I'm not going to include it in later games until it's been properly rigged up, because that didn't look right. It fired something, but I have no idea what it fired. I assume it was the SRM-6. So, choices. I could move the Centurion up and probably kill the Wolverine, but it's going to take a full shot from the Battlemaster, which is a pretty scary close combat monster. Or I could go and engage the Cataphract. The Cataphract's got a lot of armor. It's a really good heavy mech. I really like the Cataphract. I think I want to... well, the Wolverine's already gone this turn, so there's not really much worry. I don't need to deal with it again until next turn. I think I'm going to move in on the Cataphract and kind of split the enemy's fire a little bit. I want them to be shooting at the Centurion, which has got evasion. Now, we've got to watch our heat here. Let's take the medium lasers out of the equation. I don't mind taking a little bit of overheat damage.
The target is confirmed.
I personally think the repercussions for overheating should be a lot higher. They're just, I mean, 1 damage to all locations is a little bit scary, but it's not really scary enough that I ever think, it's not worth it. Okay. Let's see what our sniper dude can do. Now, I could move him up here for a shot at the Cataphract. Sorry, at the Cataphract. Or I could move him here for a shot at the Wolverine, which is actually what I'm going to take. I'm going to move into the forest, who's got a little bit of cover. I should change this to multi-shot rather than precision strike. That's not a bad shot. We could fire the lasers to do it. That's pretty funny. It's so badly rigged. I was going about how impressed I was at the game dealing with things being missing, and then we have an actual zombie mech with floating arms. Please don't let this reflect badly on Harebrained Schemes in any way. The game is still in super early backer-only beta, and it really is a beta. It is not like the type of betas you see a lot these days, where it's really just let's try and sell the game to people who aren't sure yet. Do I want to finish off the Wolverine? Do I want to engage the Cataphract, or do I want to engage the Battlemaster? If I stand still and engage the Battlemaster, I've got a pretty good chance to hit, and I'll gain the benefits of Bulwark. It's a slightly obstructed shot. Still 90% with obstructed. Yeah.
Affirmative.
Look at that. Hit by all the SRMs all over his body. Still pretty much solid on armor. Now, why didn't he engage? I've seen the AI do this a lot. Was it just the priority there to wipe off the unsteady? It's an interesting decision for that. Why it made that move. I've seen the AI do it a few times in quite a few engagements. It just doesn't. It just stands still instead of doing something. I'm going to reserve Korvath now so that I can do what I did with him a couple of turns ago. Wolverine's going to stand up with its floating arm and leg that doesn't exist. Ghost mech. Oh no, the ghost heat's returning. Ghost mech heat. Great camera angle. I think he's going to engage in close combat. Yep. Ouch. Centurion's taking a beating.
That wasn't good. Awaiting order.
Now I have to make the choice here. Do I finish off the Wolverine? Or do I continue to attack the Centurion? I think I'm going to continue to attack the Centurion. This is probably the last turn that the Centurion has alive. So I want to make use of its very heavy damage while I can, because this is hopefully... yeah, let's do it. He's going to shut down, though, if I fire all of this. What I would normally do here is engage in melee, but I don't know if he's going to be alive. Okay, change of plan. Let's do a close combat attack on the Wolverine. But here's something crazy that you might not know. You can change the position that you're making a close combat attack from by clicking around it. I've only got enough movement to get either side of it. I can't get around the back. But a lot of people don't know you can do that. I'm going to move here and attack from this side. If I've done it right. Oh, I messed it up. It's a bit fiddly as to whether or not it'll actually do it. But that should have made a move to here and attack. I'll try it again later in this game. Keep preserving Korvath for now. I also messed up because the Centurion really needed to move to gain unsteady. It's definitely dead now. RIP. Surprised he took that.
Lost stability. I'm going down.
When I see LL destroyed, I always think it says large laser destroyed. I'm like, that mech doesn't got a large laser. And then I realized it means it's the leg. Okay, Skull, I need you to do something good. You don't have any shots from where you are. You could move up here and get a shot on the Wolverine. You could move there and get a shot on the Battlemaster. You could move around here and get a shot on the Cataphract and the Battlemaster and kind of start pinstering them. I quite like that. You've got 100% chances to hit on the Battlemaster, and you've got 60. Let's take the Battlemaster shot.
Confirm.
We need to start drilling through its armor, and it's got a lot of it. Let's fire the lasers as well. I think I've messed up the heat sinks for this guy, but it doesn't matter hugely. And we'll continue to reserve Korvath.
Oh, I'm bleeding, Commander.
A head hit. Nice. And we'll move this guy up. Or no, we want to keep him where he is because we want to take advantage of his bulwark. We've got a good shot this turn. We're not going to overheat. I might start pushing the heat a little bit. No. In fact, we're going to overheat quite badly this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire one more time with overheat, and then next turn I'm going to move in to make the close combat attack.
Affirmative.
It's 2 misses with the AC-20, which is pretty annoying. But I am firing at a 75%, so the only person really to blame is me.
Getting pretty high.
Here's the Atlas. He's going to take a shot at at the Centurion. Surprised he's still alive. That was a full arsenal of it firing.
Blue team
No.
unit down.
There goes a noble bird warrior who squawked into eternity. Alright, Karvath, show us what you've got. You can move up here, shoot the Battlemaster in the back, or take a shot at the Cataphract. Can you get a shot on the Wolverine at all? If I move you there, what are your chances to hit really bad? What if I jumped you? You could probably get to here. That's much better. Okay.
Jumping.
Eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that there's a mystery ability here. I'll talk about it in a minute, although it did flash up on the screen, so if you're quick you would have caught it. Let's take the shot. I think we're good for heat. We're going to overheat a little bit, but I want the damage because I want to hopefully end this guy. No. Yes, we got him.
Destroyed.
Cool. And then you can just run away and cool down.
Generating a lot of heat.
Right, so he does have strafe, which lets him call in a strafing run. Called in a strafing run by my aerospace support unit. Oh, nothing happened. Yes, I'm not in the game yet, unfortunately. We got line of sights blocked from there. I think I'll put him here where it's safer. And I just shut him down because I'm an idiot. Oh no, if I just brace, he should be alright. No, I shut him down. Didn't take account. I didn't check his heat before I jumped. It's okay though. He's not going to do anything next turn anyway. Alright. So Skull is next.
Standing by.
I kind of want to deal with his Cataphract sooner rather than later. If I move here, the Atlas can't see me. He could move to see me. In fact, I don't really need to move. 85% chances to hit. Or do I want to take out the Battlemaster? Battlemaster's taking more damage. I got the laser shots. Let's try and drill through the Battlemaster.
All weapons. Fire.
The more you fire those AC-5s, the more impressive they get. They start off being like, it's just wimpy damage, but as they just continue to burst away, they get better and better and better. Okay, so he's done the same thing he did the other turn. He's just guarded. Maybe it's a heat thing. Alright, I want you to move forward. I might get you to sprint, actually. Because I don't want you to shoot this turn. You're too hot. Well, let's just have a look. Let's just experiment with heat here. Obviously, that's going to kill me. If I turn everything off, I've got the AC-20. I can just fire the AC-20 this turn, which is not too bad. So let's move forward so that next turn we can do a close combat attack.
On my way.
Now, looking at his heat, I'm not sure if I'll be able to take this AC-20 attack.
Firing on target.
Nice, into the left torso. That Alice is just being a real pain.
I'm under heavy fire here.
We'll reserve Corvath. We'll continue to reserve Corvath. I'm so looking forward to the single player in this. Very tempted to make this Noble Bird Warrior my main character for the campaign. It's easy enough to mod people in. Okay, Skull.
What do you need?
Let's move you a little bit so you're out of the Atlas's line of sight. How does here look? That's actually a really nice position for you because you've got 100% with all your weapons. And then we'll do... I think I'll do an inspired shot to ignore the guarded condition.
Let's hit him hard. Targeting for an alpha.
Nice. Battlemaster arm is gone.
Scored a critical hit.
I really like that the Gauss animation is reminiscent of Mech Commander 2 and Mech Warrior 4.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Better than just the invisible slug from a certain other game that I don't really like to talk about. And I don't have enough movement to get into close combat range with the Battlemaster. If I shoot this turn, what am I looking at for heat? I can fire the AC-20, I can fire the SRM-6, I can fire another SRM-6. Can't fire that. So what I could do is move to, say, here, which puts me in close enough distance for close combat attack next turn.
Got it.
Gives me cover, and I can take the shot with that. Yep, still good for heat. Right, if I overheat, I'm not a liar, that looks good. Nice.
Critical hit, Commander.
Let's see what the Battlemaster does. I bet you he just braces again. No, he's walking away. No, he's coming round. Yep. I don't know what's going on with the AI's decision there. It seems like a really dumb idea. Jenner's back online. Jenner has to stop doing hit and run attacks now. I think it's going to get involved in this game. But the Jenner's just a nice gunboat. It's got really high damage for what size it is, so I'm quite happy to hold it back and use it just to try and finish something off like I did with the Wolverine. Cataphract's moving up to engage my Cataphract. There's a PPC. Oh.
Damn it. Oh, that...
Taking some heavy damage on the Cataphract now.
Meat. I'm here.
I think I'm just going to go all in though and continue to try and take out this Battlemaster.
Confirmed.
Maybe I should give this guy Bulwark because he just stands still so much. That's a lot of the armament on the Battlemaster now gone. So I think I'm going to... Well, I need to try and finish it off because it still does crazy close combat damage. Now it's time to activate Corvath though, I think. What's he got in terms of accuracy from there? What about from here? Yeah, we'll do that.
Roger.
You may have heard he's using a voice pack that none of the beta pilots use, and I think Anders is using a different voice pack as well. But this British guy is definitely not in the beta, unless it's a character I just have never used.
Firing all weapons.
Okay, Atlas should be able to finish him off. He's going to shoot at, yeah. Ouch. That was a lot of damage.
My internals are taking a beating. Waiting for orders.
I need to cool you down so you're going in for close combat. Is a leg destruction an instant knockdown? I think it is. I wonder if it does anything to the maximum stability of the mech as well. Like they've got a lower stability threshold because they've only got one leg left. That is why we need to deal with the Battlemaster. 115 close combat damage. Okay, let's move you a little bit out of line of sight. And take another shot. Not with everything, because you'll kill yourself. I'm tempted to leave the SRM-4 off. No, I need the SRM-4. We'll take the overheat. We'll take the big overheat. We need the Alpha Strike. It's not going to shut him down. Just going to overheat him, take him right to the limit.
Targeting for an Alpha Strike.
There we go, we got him. That's 2 kills for the Jenner. anyone saying that light mechs are useless. And that just happened, which I've never had happen to me before. I think we had an SRM ammo explosion because of the heat damage. But he's dead anyway. I've never seen that before. Good to know that you can get heat explosions from your... And the AI just shut down, which is a really bad idea when there's a cataphract with 3 AC5s right in front of you. Because I'm just going to shoot you in the head. Oh, I've only got 75% shots though. Is there a position I can move to get better shot percentages? 75. No. 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 If I move right, like really far back? No, we'll just stay where we are then. Well, we'll move to gain the slight move penalty. There is a malice to aim when you shoot at a mech that's moved. It's very small, but it does exist. All right, let's take this headshot.
Let her rip.
Okay, didn't happen. That's a shame. Atlas can deal with it though, and then we just have to deal with the other Atlas. That was a point-blank Gauss rifle shot. Jesus. Okay.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Right. You are okay for heat now, so I can do this. Yeah. All in the head. 100% chance to hit.
Right, Commander.
Just because it says 100% chance to hit does not mean you've got a 100% chance of hitting the head. Because I didn't hit the head enough there.
Getting pretty high.
What's he got in terms of armament? He's just got 2 medium lasers. Do I want to try and finish him with the skull, or do I want to start shooting at the Atlas? Let's just get the cataphract out of the way. These are all going to hit.
Copy that.
Still alive. This is what this is going to turn into, a slugging match.
You can see daylight through my armor.
Oh, he fell over. I forgot that he would... I was in my head anticipating that he'd pick up guarded because he didn't move that turn. But he was unsteady, so you don't... I don't think that means he loses the bulwark ability. Let's stand up. You're pretty crazy on heat, I think, so it's probably going to be a close combat attack, unless you can justify a shot on this Atlas. Let's have a look.
Back on my feet, Commander.
Shut down. Yeah, it's a close combat attack. So let's try this again in terms of moving position. So melee attack, and I want to go, I can go there. I can only really go there. So I click over here, and then I push engage, and he should move. Yeah, there we go. So it is doable. Skull, could you please finish off this cataphract? If you don't mind.
Yeah. Roger.
There we go.
That one's gone.
So now it's 2 mechs versus 1 Atlas. But the Atlas is pretty much pristine. Anders,
Commander?
your heat's good. You've got an inspiration. He's guarded, but your inspire will get past that. Let's just see what you've got in terms of damage. Can you get behind him? You can. Let's just do it. This should be the end of the game.
Right, Commander.
Always move behind. Garth, I think, or was it Mitch, recently on the forums mentioned that you only hit these 3 sections when you attack from behind. It does not. It is not. The arms are not hittable at all. It's not just like, oh, you hit the back of the arm. You can only hit these locations from the rear. Getting shot in the rear is really bad. Let's inspire him to get past the guarded.
There's work to do.
And let's take this shot, which should hopefully... I'm going to say that this Atlas is dead.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
I cannot believe it didn't die.
Commander.
Cannot believe it didn't die.
Right here, Commander. What do you need?
Can you get a back shot? If you move here, that's a pretty good rear shot, I think. What's it? Yeah.
On my way.
One of my biggest complaints actually at the moment is that mechs always fall on their backs, and if they're getting stability damage from behind them, they should probably fall on their fronts. Don't know if that's going to be a limitation of the engine, though. They just might not be able to do anything about that.
Confirm.
I'm sad that I didn't manage to kill it. His ghost rifle doesn't work anymore. If it takes another hit, I believe what will happen is that it'll explode. Now, I like what the AI's done here. Let's put its back to the wall. I'm really hot, so what I'm going to do this turn is just close combat attack it.
Commander?
Now, I can move around, so this will help me move around for next turn. So again, I'm clicking here, and then I'm going to engage.
Coordinates received.
Doesn't look like it worked that time. I haven't worked out the mastery of making the move. It's very dodgy and glitchy. So let's get the Canifract to start moving around. He could move to here and shoot, which is interesting. Massive penalties to hit with the AC-5 though. Or what if he moved to here? It's a dead-on straight attack though, which I don't really want. Other option. Let's make it really difficult for the AI. I'm worried he'll get shot in the back if I do that. There we go.
Copy that.
It's doing exactly what I did to it. Okay, Anders,
Waiting for orders.
you're cool enough now. Let's finish this.
Moving to position.
I don't care that I'm going to shut down. This is definitely the end of the game.
Firing everything I got.
Yeah. Goonlance successful. And that Atlas is history. So hopefully you enjoyed that. A little bit different. I don't know how many people are actually doing modding stuff in videos at the moment, but I intend to keep it up. There's a lot of mechs you can activate, but most of them don't have models at the moment or have bugs like the Wolverine from that game we just played with its bogus ghost limbs. Kind of hoping there might be a beta update by the end of the week from HBS. We'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, and I will see you around.